right, we're going to go ahead on and get started. Again, hello, everyone. This is Robert Dean out of Atlanta, Georgia. Again, I want to welcome each and every one of you guys to our webinar here tonight. And also, again, give a special welcome to any new guests that may be on this for the first time. Hey, we are very excited to share with you about some life-changing information that can literally change your life forever. Now, before we get started, um, I want to make this disclaimer, that is, we make no guaranteed of income and individual results varies. Now, one of the things that I want to share with you guys here um, at this moment, and I want you to think about what I'm going to say here. If you look at all the different levels of life and different people in life, one of the things I want you guys to realize is that a lot of us have worked different jobs. Some people still working jobs. Some people, even drive Ubers and Lyfts and dog walking. And then we got some people self-employed, people that are beauticians, barbers, doctors, lawyers. But then on top of that, we got a lot of business owners, may own restaurants. They may even have an online business, or what have you, an investor or what have you. And then on top of that, we got people in the entertainment business and, the rappers and singers, and then also the sports, different type of athletes and all the different, forms of baseball, NFL, basketball and so forth. And then on top of that, you got a lot of people that just got money. That's, pretty rich, right? Well, one of the things I want you to understand that we all got in common, and I want you to think about this for a minute, is that we really don't know what to do. Do you guys know that? A lot of people really don't know what to do. You got a lot of people that got money, they don't even know what to do with it, right? Think about all the athletes and all the different entertainers. Look at what happened back in the day with MC Hammer and just a lot of different people that's in that area. Look at a lot of these business owners right now. A lot of them got hurt real bad during COVID and so forth. And then look at the everyday average person that's working a 9 to 5, that's working a job, or a person that's self-employed. There's one thing that we all got in common, and that is we don't know really what to do. And I'm just being transparent, right? And I want you to think about this for a minute. We don't have access to the wealth building resources that's going to help an everyday average person start building positive cash flow, to help a person that may be driving Uber to build multiple streams of income, to help a person that got a little money to start asset accumulation and have, information and resources on that, how to protect their money. A lot of rich people and a lot of people that's well off. I'm gonna give you guys an example. A good friend of mine up in Virginia Beach, he retired out of the military. He was in a world, what you call it when you set the records? Like he was in the World Guinness Book of World Records, had a phenomenal home, very affluent individual. And when he died, I'll never forget when his wife said that, the government had all this stuff up in his state court, and she was crying and so forth, didn't have access to their money and all this kind of stuff. So even though you may see a lot of people out here driving BMWs and, maybe in a little Bentley and all this kind of stuff, a lot of these people don't know what to do and know how to protect their money. Okay. A lot of people don't know how to set up the proper generational wealth. And then on top of that, get the proper education. But more important than all that, how to implement it and actually take action. This is the very reason why I'm so passionate about what I want to share with you, because we have the next best kept secret on the planet, and that is MWR, which is an acronym for Make Wealth Real. And let me tell you a little bit about MWR. First of all, this company has an impeccable leadership team. If you combine their whole entire leadership team experience, they have a combination of over 100 years plus of experience. Now, the visionary and CEO and owner of this company is a gentleman by the name of Mr. Bryant House, okay? Our company is actually located out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The company started back in 2017. Our product is a wealth membership club that give you all the resources that you wouldn't normally have access to, right? You got all this up under one membership, and the company is a multi-million-dollar debt-free company. Now, one of the things I want you guys to realize is that Mr. House was very strategic in building a strong foundation that will withstand the test of time by surrounding himself with a very, very powerful infrastructure of people that brings to the table some very, very powerful talents to make MWR one of the most, unknown, best kept secret on the planet, right? Now, the industry that we're involved with, now I know this is going to be a little odd here, but I want you to follow me on this. The industry that we're involved with is the promoter industry. Today, people that are promoting the industry is well over $58.2 billion a year industry. Now, you said, Robert, the promoting industry. Yes, I want you guys to think about this. Look at all the sporting events that's being promoted, the Super Bowl, the this, the that, the playoffs, all this kind of stuff. Look at all the different concerts you guys go out and y'all go and buy outfits for and spend all this money to go and see an hour and a half concert, right? Think about all the parties you promote that you go to, from as small as a baby shower all the way up to some big birthday party or anniversary party. And then, along with all these private events, you got boat parties, you got people promoting on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. See, I want you guys to realize we're all promoters, whether you like it or not, because the simple fact, if you watched a Netflix movie and you recommended that movie to somebody, you are a promoter. You're just not getting paid for it. Okay. A lot of you guys, y'all promote events, y'all promote clubs, y'all promote going to different, dancing and all this kind of stuff and going out and going on all these trips, but you ain't getting paid 1 penny for promoting. But what I want you to understand is that this is a $58 billion a year industry. And what we are about is that we're promoting a wealth club, for lack of a better word. I want you to think about that, okay? Now, let's look at our flagship product, which is our Wealth Club membership. Now, what's so unique about this Wealth Club membership is that you have contacts and you have access to experts that's going to help you increase and multiply your cash flow, okay? One of the great things about our system is that it maximizes every area of your cash flow, from starting to build cash flow, to increasing your cash flow, to protecting your cash flow, to leaving a legacy. Very, very powerful. On top of that, we have some very unique services within our program, like our keys to your home ownership, where you have opportunity now to show people how they can get into their dream homes without having all the proper credentials and credit standards and all this stuff through our program. I want you guys to realize our whole philosophy is to help you live, build, and leave a legacy, okay? Now, when you look at our membership club, a lot of people say, okay, Rob, so how does this work? It's so simple. Once you initiate and you get into our membership over here with MWR, you now have access to all these resources, from helping you reduce your taxes. See, how would you like to be able to go to your job? Like, if you're working a job right now, how would you like to be able to go to your job, go to the human resource department, and legally adjust your W-2 so you get more money back from your job? People, that's crazy. And reduce your taxes. How would you like to be able to reduce your bills, your cell phone bill, your cable bill, your your alarm bill? How would you like to be able to do that? Your insurance, how would you like to be able to reduce those things? How would you like to be able to multiply your income, eliminate debt? How would you like to get your credit score raised up, right? People, through this membership, is very, very powerful. Now, how would you like to be in a position, if you got money now, or whenever you make money, to be able to participate in land banking, okay? Where you can position yourself to get prime real estate at almost a wholesale, okay, price, and be able to leverage that land. Okay. How would you like to be able to set up your own private bank through your own private reserve account? Okay. How would you like to put yourself in a position to set yourself up to some very, very powerful trusts where now you can have your whole financial structure in what we call proper alignment of interest? So not only are you protecting your money, but also you're minimizing and putting yourself in a position where you don't even have to pay taxes legally, right? See, people, we got some very, very powerful resources over here, but people don't have access to this, right? On top of that, you can create cash flow from anywhere on your own time over here. Because see, not only do we have a membership that give you all the resources that you need, regardless of what level you're on in life, okay? But also we have an opportunity where you can earn a real good living by just simply promoting this wealth membership, because you promote movies and stuff anyway. Why don't you not promote something that's going to help people change their life forever, right? And get paid very well for doing that, in addition to everything that you get with the membership. This is very, very powerful. I want you guys to understand that we have some very, very powerful testimonies and experiences over here. You're going to hear from some individuals tonight that's going to blow your mind. But look at this gentleman right here, him and his wife, Charles and Judith. They reduced their taxes by $1,400, lowered their bills by $1,500, raised their credit score over 800, and built their dream home and paid cash for it, right? And they cash flowing over $400 a day. Look at this individual, Mr. Gerald P. out of Atlanta. The way that he calculated his debt, that he had a little bit over 15 years to be able to pay off his debt at the rate that he was going. Through MWR membership, they brought that debt down to 6.5 years, increased his credit score to 128 points. He's cash flowing now $12,000 a month. People, that's insane. And have acquired property, his dream home, and his second home down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Okay. So I want you guys to understand, we have something that everybody wants, regardless of what level you're on in life, what you're doing in life, it doesn't matter. All roads lead to MWR. I want you guys to realize that we also can give you a money back guarantee. That's how confident we are in this service that we provide for the masses. On top of that, one of the things that make this so unique is that not only do you have access to a very, very powerful membership program, but also you can become a promoter of our business and people make insane income. Now, we promote our membership in 3 industries. Number 1, we use e-commerce online. Number 2, direct sales or network marketing. And number 3, social marketing. I want you guys to realize that as a promoter of our wealth membership program, as I stated earlier, you can earn a very good living with this amazing compensation plan. Now, this is going to blow you away. We call it the resilient compensation. Number 1, we have a guaranteed residual weekly or monthly from $150 all the way up to $450,000 per month. We have a customer bonus every time you personally refer a customer. And that's just an individual that sign up on a membership. You get a $40 per member you refer, unlimited with, and once you do 10 or more, you get an extra 10%. Also, we have a sponsoring bonus of $50 per qualified director, and that's unlimited with as well. As a matter of fact, we're running a promotion, which I'm going to show you shortly. But then also we have a momentum bonus to get you started, to get you going, to get you started real fast from $150 to $1,500. We have a coded bonus called a leadership bonus from $30 to $150, unlimited levels once you hit a position. We also have the performer bonus of $300 weekly. Again, every time, once you hit this certain position within the comp plan, every time 6 people hit in your organization every week, you get an extra $300 a week. And then we have a millionaire residual income club ring that's very, very powerful. Okay. Now, I told you they're running a special that ends on the end of this month, which is, I think, this coming Friday, right? So on your sponsoring bonus, remember you get $50 every time you personally enroll or somebody as a promoter over here, right? But also they doubling that money now, okay? Where now it's basically $100. People, that's very, very powerful. So you want to get positioned and take advantage of that for the rest of this week because it's going to end midnight on June the 30th. Okay. Also, I want you guys to look at our guaranteed residual at a glance. Now, this is just one of the 7 ways we earn income. So when you get started, your whole goal is just pretty much to refer 3 members. Anybody can do that. Once you do that, you're now earning $37.50 a week, $150 a month. That pays for your own membership. So now you get a membership for free every month, right? On top of that, when you hit the next position of 2-star executive director, that's only 12 members. And remember, you don't have to bring in 12 members. You can, but you don't have to. You can just refer 3 and they refer 3 and, you know, your upline can place people, you get spillover. As long as you got a total of 12 members, 4 in each leg, that's $150 a week, $600 a month. Pure, unadulterated residual that's guaranteed, people. Okay. On top of that, as you start to rank up in the comp plan, if you're more aggressive and more motivated, as you start to rank up, you can go up to regional director. That's just only 300 members on your entire team. And remember, you only have to refer just 3, right? That's an extra $1,500 a week, $6,000 a month. And then if you're really excited, you can duplicate hidden executive director and 2-star executive director in your organization. And this will propel you on up to the 2-star regional director and so forth. And how would you like to be able to earn a cool $9,000 a month, $2,250 a week? Now remember, this is just one way that we earn income. And you can work yourself all the way up to vice president, people. That's 90 G's a month. That's right at $1 million a year. And that's just from one of the 7 ways that we earn income over here. And that's not even counting now the membership, all the different things that's going to happen to your income within our membership. We just talking about one way of this powerful residual income that we got over here. And then, of course, if you really motivated and you really want to go to the top, you can go for national ambassador. We're talking about $112,000 a week, $450,000 a month. You hit that rank, people, that's guaranteed. Very, very powerful. Okay. On top of that, the reason why I call this a resilient compensation program, because let's say you're not into the network marketing. Let's say you say, you know what, Rob, I don't want to build, I don't want to get on calls, I don't want to do all this stuff, but I do want to set up my land bank, and I do want to open up my own private reserve account. I do want to go to my job and go to my human resources and adjust my W-2 so I can get more money from my own job that I'm working anyway. See, you can earn income from the membership. I've never seen that like this in my life. It's very, very powerful. So when you look at MWR, we have what you call a resilient compensation program, because again, you can make money from your MWR promoter business compensation plan, and you can make money at the same time through your wealth membership. People, this is very, very powerful. Okay. On top of that, when the smoke clears, there are basically 2 types of income. You got linear income, which consists of 95% of the population. A lot of these people work a job or 9 to 5. Most people live from paycheck to paycheck, and what they're doing is earning a living. But then you have leverage income. This consists of about 5% of the population. These individuals are financially independent. They're creating a lifestyle, and that's what we're here to do today, is to show you a way to become financially independent. Now, I want you guys to understand that it's very simple to get started. Number one, you can say, you know what, Rob, I just want to get that membership club and have access to those resources because they're life-changing. If you just want to be a customer and become just a member, then it's only $149.97, and then it's $149.97 a month. Real simple. Just give you access to our entire Wealth Club membership, all the benefits upon our membership, right? But also another option is that you can become a promoter and start building a business and taking advantage of the membership for just an additional $100 up front. So it'll be $249.97 initial. And then it's the same monthly fee as a member, $149.97. Very, very simple. Okay. So just remember, you can ask yourself, do you want to be a one or a two? Do you want to come in as a promoter and get the membership program? Or do you just want to get the membership program and take full advantage of those resources? It doesn't matter. I tell people, get in where you fit in and let's rock and roll. On top of this, for all the people that want to be promoters, we have all the training, all the support put in place. Because see, what most people don't understand, scientists say that we retain about 50%, or I mean about 7 to 10% of what we hear on a daily basis. But since you guys are special, we should say y'all going to retain 50%. So let's say that you got information and you got 100%, but then you try to pass it down to somebody, they only retain 50%, then they try to pass it down to somebody, they only retain 25%, but then they try to pass it down to somebody, they only retain 12%, but then they try to pass it down to somebody, they only got 6%. And see, this would kill most people in any career, any endeavor, is that they got only 6% of the knowledge on what it takes to make it happen. But that's not the problem. It's the 94% of the junk that they don't know and the junk that they have accumulated. The reason why it's going to be extremely hard for them to be successful. But over here with the Wealth Syndicate team, we provide trainings from experts on how to build your business. So everybody, regardless of who brought you into business, regardless of where you at, everybody has an equal opportunity to plug into all the training to get 100% of the knowledge from the experts themselves. Okay. On top of that, we have what we call position equity. People, you want to get position ASAP because we are moving like a freight train with no brakes and no gears. I want you guys to realize you can come in now or you can come in later. Just remember, most people don't know what an opportunity looks like when it's coming, but everybody know what it looks like when it's leaving. People, all roads lead to MWR. Let's make it happen. I want you guys to realize that when we do this presentation, we pretty much run to 4 types of people. Number one, so you know what, Robert, this makes sense. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to get started. I want to be a promoter. If you are ready to rock and roll, then once we get through with this Zoom, get back with the person as soon as possible, get their link and go ahead on and enroll. But also I want you to stick around. I want to invite you to stick around for another 5 or 10 minutes and hear from some people that have literally utilized this membership over here in MWR, and they have definitely changed their entire life. Okay. Or you may be a number 2 and say, hey, Rob, I got questions. Great. I appreciate that. I respect that. Once we get through with this webinar, let's get your questions answered so you can make a better business decision. If you're number 3, you say, you know what, Robert, I don't want to build a business, but I do want that membership. I want to get access to those resources. Great. Okay, get their link after this, but I want you to stick around and listen to the testimonial from a very, very powerful person over here. And then if you're number 4, and you say, you know what, Rob, sounds good, but I'm not interested. First of all, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule on a Monday evening to take a look at a very powerful opportunity. But more important than that, I want you to get back with the person that invited you out. And I want you to thank them for showing you something that you really have never seen. This is very, very powerful. And by the way, we all got one thing in common. We want to make more money. We want to enjoy our time in our life, and we want to protect our money, and we want to leave a legacy. So if you're even not interested in becoming a promoter, at least get back to the person and get the membership and start utilizing some of the services. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Okay. So I want you guys to understand, people, we are Jack to the high, Jack Tisser. We're excited. Now, what I want to do here is I want to switch gears here a little bit. And I want to bring a gentleman up, and let me see, can I find him here? Let me make sure he's on here. 1 second, guys. Okay. I'm gonna have it where he can unmute himself. And before I bring him up, I want you guys to understand I heard a lot of great things about this gentleman. This gentleman have also purchased property in Puerto Rico. Um, he's way on the other side of money, worth over $750 million, right at $1 million. He's what you call the millionaire next door. All the books y'all read on the millionaire next door, well, this gentleman is the epitome of that. Okay, so I want to bring on our call for him to share with you guys his testimony, Mr. Don Wilson. Mr. Don Wilson, if you can, please unmute.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. And let me see, can I have it where they can see you? 1 second. Let me see.
Awesome.
1 second. Let me 1 second. Let me see. Okay, Don, go right ahead and try to unmute your, there you go. Okay.
All right. All right. Can you see me?
Yes, sir. We can see you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you first and foremost for having me here on the platform, and just being able to share a little bit of my story and my wife's story. And, like you said, sir, how this amazing company has definitely blessed us. So you guys are, when you say you're talking to the millionaire next door, you guys are literally listening to a person that about 20 years ago was living out of the trunk of a 1984 Buick Regal. On my way to college, which you can see right above me is 2 college degrees there, but living outside of a Buick Regal. And football scholarship to play ball at Florida State University. Ended up blowing my knee out my junior year. And I just remember sitting in one of them auditorium classrooms. And I just said, God, if you just really show me a way, I promise you, I'll take full advantage of it. And a couple years later, man, was blessed to be introduced to Mr. Brian Bean. And just the mentorship and the tutelage, this brother really helped change my life. Presented MWR Financial to me. Actually, I was in New York out the Baseball Hall of Fame. And I actually joined about 1 o'clock in the morning. When he reached out to me, it was a no-brainer. I didn't ask any questions. I just said, send me the link. And I signed up right on the spot. When I got back to Chicago, I said, let's jump into it. But I know anything that Brian is a part of is definitely a home run. So I wanted to just dive head first into it. So with these experts that you have been talking about, this amazing program and compensation plan, I've always had pretty decent credit. My credit score was a 787. So I was already in an excellent credit percentile, but they actually got it higher. I went from a 787 up to an 834. My wife served about 15 years in the military. Her credit score wasn't as good as mine. Hers was a 626. They got a credit score up to an 826. So they got it up 200 points. So we're both in the 800 credit score club. And when we look at, overpaying taxes and things like that, we were that typical couple that was robbing Peter to pay Paul. We sent our forms in. Our experts here adjusted our W-4 form, and they brought us about $12,000 back annually back into our house. We both got a $480 pay raise each pay period. So it's about $12,000 total that we was able to bring back into our house. On our best year prior to MWR Financial, we brought back $3,500, and we really celebrated because we thought we was winning. And once we saw $12,000 come back into our household that very first year, we was ready to fight the government because we both wanted to know where was the rest of our money. Took advantage of our bill shredder negotiators. They've negotiated every bill that we have in our house, even to the point where my wife's cell phone bill was down to $0. That's right, $0. Phone was not turned off. Wasn't that she couldn't send text messages, anything like that. She was still able to use the services and use her phone just as usual. But the experts, right, it's strength in numbers. We got leverage now because of the size of our organization. We were able to go ahead and pay off everything that we own, with the exception of our mortgage, which we're, now in position to make 2 or 3 payments. So we paid off student loans, paid off my wife's Lexus in about 13 months. Ladies and gentlemen, she had a car note for 60 months per the contract. We paid it off in a year and a month. Talk about the interest that we saved. Talk about the cash flow that we was able to bring back into our house. We snowballed all of that, paid off every credit card, paid off student loans, owe nobody. We were able to then take that money and participate in our private reserve accounts. We're both now our own banks. From there, was able to participate in our land banking. And Mr. Dean talked about that, right? Owning some land out in Southern California. So actually for this call, because I haven't done it in a while, I actually brought both of our deeds out, right? They say facts tell and stories tell. I know the screen is a little blind, but I actually brought both of our deeds out to show that we both own land down in Southern California, titled and deeded to our name. About 2 months ago now, I was able to send my wife on vacation for a month back to her home country of Puerto Rico. And it's about 10 acres of land out there that she's just really been wanting to just kind of bring into the family legacy. And we was able to purchase that a year and a half ago or so out in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. We was actually able to buy a 2-story condo overlooking the Pacific Ocean, right? And it's all because of the strategies here with Make Wealth Real Financial. You know, when we talk about the compensation plan, not residual ring club earners, but I am speaking that into existence. But every month, residually to have a check with a comma in it, right? My mentor said a check ain't a check until it has a comma in it. And for us to have a residual check that comes in every single month with a comma in it, it actually pays for our mortgage. On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a memorabilia collection that's worth north of $500,000. That's right, $500,000. Some of the pieces include, you know, game used floors from the Chicago Bulls, signed by Michael Jordan, signed by Scottie Pippen, just to name a few things. And again, ladies and gentlemen, it all started with making a decision on $149. So I tell people all the time, don't let $149 stop you from making 3 figures and 4 figures and 5 figures and having a net worth of north of $750,000, pushing $1 million net worth. And it's all because of a decision that we made when we got on a call just like this, to the point that Make Wealth Real Financial actually deemed us financial champions, not only my wife, but myself as well. And it's all because we jumped in head first and we took full advantage of these strategies and this compensation plan that our amazing company offers. I'm gonna turn it right back over to you, sir. Fire away with any questions that you have, Benny.
Wow, man. Just huge congratulations, man, because this is what the public has been looking for years. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you definitely is a very, very powerful role model to what can happen to people if they just take action and put themselves in an environment where
Absolutely.
they can take care of themselves, their family, and do a lot of things that everybody always bragging about they want to do. You're doing it, man. So again, congratulations to you and your wife.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, man. And congratulations to all of you guys out there. You know, Mr. Brian Bean, who really been holding this thing down and carrying the torch, man. And, you know, Miss Christy Howell and a whole lot of other people, a lot of people that I don't even really know, but I've ran across them in my path, you know, in my network market career path. So it's really, man, a humble experience to be on a call with you again. Yes, huge, huge congratulations. I hope everybody out there heard Mr. Wilson's passion for what him and his wife have accomplished over here, and they doing the daggone thing. So again, huge congratulations. And I hope all of you guys out there go after your goals and dreams, because we're going to take MWR to the whole world big time. So again, congratulations. And I want everybody to understand we're going to get ready to end the call because I don't want to overcook y'all grits. I mean, it's just simple. You're going to be a member or you're going to promote it and as a member, right? And so tomorrow, we're going to be doing it again at 7, but also we're going to be on the corporate call tomorrow at 8:30. And then also the corporate call, they're having a corporate call tonight at 8:30 as well. So we're going to have a double header tomorrow. So again, I want to thank you again, man. You guys are rocking and rolling. With that, everyone, my name is Robert Lewis Dean Jr. It's been a plum, pleasing pleasure, as well as a privilege. God bless. And I see you guys at the top. Thank you.